Hello, first graders. Welcome to the Cambridge International English Science Unit 6 video, Hearing Sounds. This video is going to help you if you have any kind of problems connected with the content of your book. My name is Anna Szczerba, and I wish you a pleasant watching. In this video, we are going to learn about where do sounds come from. We will learn about our ears and how does the sound move. Where do sounds come from? Some things make a sound. Look at this picture. There are lots of sounds here. There are lots of sounds here in this picture. Look at these things. Look at this donkey and this crying baby. Look at this working drill. Look at this drum and this playing radio. Some things make a sound. There are lots of sounds here. All these things make sounds. There are lots of sounds here. People make sounds. Look at this crying baby and these talking people. All these people make sounds. People make sounds. Animals make sounds. Look at this lion. Grrr, grrr. And look at this monkey. Look at this tiger. Grrr, grrr, grrr. And look at this donkey. Ee-ha, ee-ha, ee-ha. All these animals make sounds. Animals make sounds. Look at these different things. Different things make sounds. Look at this working drill. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Look at this playing drum. Boom, 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 boom. Look at this alarm clock. And look at this playing radio. Different things make sounds. All these things make sounds. A thing that makes a sound is called a sound source. Let's look at the picture. Look at this working drill. It is a sound source. A thing that makes a sound is called a sound source. Look at this playing speaker. It is a sound source. It makes a sound, so it is a sound source. Look at this machine. It is a sound source too. Look at this talking person. It is a sound source. Look at this object. It is a sound source. It is a sound source. And it is a sound source too. All these things make a sound, and they are called as sound sources. A thing that makes a sound is called a sound source. A sound source. A sound source. Look at this screaming girl. Ah! Your voice is a sound source. Your voice is a sound source too. A thing that makes a sound is called a sound source. Sounds are all around us. Look at this bee. Bzz, bzz. This bee is a sound source. Bzz. Look at this cat. Meow, meow, meow. This cat is a sound source. A sound source. Look at this car. Brrr, brrr, brrr. This car is a sound source. Brrr. This car is a sound source. Sources of sound are all around us. All these things make a sound, and they are called as sound sources. As sound sources. A sound source. Let's talk about our ears. Look, what body part is it? What body part is it? It is an ear. It is an ear, and we hear sounds with our ears. We hear sounds with our ears. Hearing is one of your senses. We have 5 senses. All people have 5 senses. Sense of sight, seeing. Sense of sound, hearing. Sense of smell, smelling. Sense of touch, touching. And sense of taste, tasting. We have 5 senses. All people have 5 senses. Now, let's look at this boy. This boy is touching his cat with his hands. You can touch with your hands. Let's look at this boy. This boy is hearing with his ears. You can hear with your ears. Look at this boy. This boy is smelling a flower with his nose. You can smell with your nose. Look at this boy. This boy is tasting an ice cream with his mouth. He is tasting with his mouth. You can taste with your mouth. And look at this boy. He is seeing with his eyes. This boy is seeing with his eyes. You can see with your eyes. And today we are talking about hearing. Hearing. You can hear with your ears. We have 2 ears. 1, 2. We have 2 ears and we hear sound when it goes into our ears. We hear sound when it goes into our ears. Now, some sounds are loud. Look at these sounds. These sounds are loud. These sounds are really loud. Some sounds are loud. Loud. Look at these sounds. Shh. Some sounds are quiet. Quiet or soft. Shh. Some sounds are quiet, soft. Shh. Quiet, soft. Look at this boy in the red t-shirt. Oh, this music is too loud. This music is really loud. This boy is covering his ears. He is covering his ears and he has stopped some of the sound going into his ears. This boy is covering his ears and he has stopped some of the sound going into his ears. Covering your ears can stop loud sounds damaging your ears. Covering your ears can stop loud sounds damaging your ears. Let's look at this girl. A girl is listening to a quiet sound. Shh, a quiet sound. A girl is listening to a quiet sound. Shh. She has put her hands up to her ear and now she can hear it better. This girl is putting her hand up to her ear, and now she can hear it better. Putting your hand up to your ear can help you to hear soft sounds. Putting your hand up to your ear can help you to hear quiet sounds. Let's talk about sounds move. How far do sounds go? How far do sounds go? Look at this girl. This girl is playing on her instrument. She is playing on her instrument. She is the source of the sound. A girl is playing music on her instrument. She is the source of the sound. Look at this boy. This boy is close. This boy is close, so he can hear the sound loudly. Loudly. This boy is close to this girl. He is close to this girl, so he can hear the sound loudly. He can hear the sound loudly. Now let's look at this boy. This boy is far. This boy is far. He is far away. He is far from this girl, so he can hear the sound quietly. He can hear the sound quietly. This boy is far. This boy is far from this girl, and he can hear the sound quietly. Quietly. Sounds gets quieter as it moves away from the source. Look at this girl. A girl is singing. La la la. She is singing, and she is the source of the sound. A girl is singing. La la la. She is the source of the sound. Now let's look at this boy. This boy is close to this girl. This boy is close to this girl. He can hear the sound loudly. He can hear the sound loudly. He is close. Close. He can hear the sound loudly. Now let's look at this girl. This girl is far. This girl is far. This girl is far from this girl. She can hear the sound quietly. This girl is far. She can hear the sound quietly. Quietly. Sounds get quieter as it moves away from the source. Sounds gets quieter as it moves away from the source. Now, let's look at this object. What is this? What is this? This is a megaphone. This is a megaphone, and we can use a megaphone to make our voice sound louder and go further. We can use a megaphone. We can use a megaphone to make our voice sound louder and go further. Dear students, in this video we have learned what is sound and where do sounds come from. We have learned what is a sound source. We have learned how can we hear sounds. We have learned that some sounds are loud and some sounds are quiet, soft. And we have learned how does the sound move. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.